Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of simple and compound spaces. This is standard 7.6a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 26 off the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have a student that's spinning two spinners, and they've already created a tree diagram for us that shows all possible outcomes. What we need to do is we need to turn it into a compound space. Now I know it's a compound space because we have two or more possible outcomes. In this case, we've got two possible outcomes, and so it's as long as your outcomes are either two or more, it's going to be a compound. Simple as when there's only one possible outcome, like spinning one spinner or flipping a coin. So spinner 1, you can tell here it's got three possible outcomes because in this column we've got three different choices. So I'm just going to kind of draw an example so we can see what spinner 1 would look like. We're going to break it up into thirds. And you've got three different options, 1, 2, and 3. So this is spinner 1. But then you've got spinner 2, and you can also tell it has three possible outcomes. And instead of numbers, we've got letters, but it's going to be in thirds as well. And you've got the same pattern repeated, RTZ, RTZ, RTZ. So R, T, Z. So those are my two spinners. They've already given this wonderful compound space here. But what we need to do is we need to translate this into more of a list. And which of these works? So we're going to spin two spinners. Let's just see which of these work. The best way to build it is, you notice that we're starting with curly braces. All right, so when we're dealing with these simple and compound spaces, we are dealing with a curly brace, and there's only one pair of curly braces, one at the beginning and one at the end. So that kind of is like a parentheses outside of a parentheses, because within the curly brace you have a whole bunch of sets of parentheses. Think of them kind of like ordered pairs. So we can list out what they've got here, and I'm just going to kind of follow their order. 1, so I've got 1 and then an R. So I could do a 1 and an R. So we put that in parentheses. Then I could do a 1 and a T. And then I could do a 1 and a Z. And then at that point, I'm out of my ones, and I'm just going to repeat the pattern with the RTZ, but I'm just going to start with a 2 instead of a 1. So I've got 2R, and then I've got 2T, and go ahead and just keep it in order. There's no need to kind of mix things up. This pattern is very important. 2Z. I'm going to keep going on to the next line. Then I've got a 3R, I've got a 3T, and then a 3Z. So I'm just kind of walking my way down this tree diagram that they were so kind to give us. So that's it. And then we kind of close it with another curly brace. So which of our answer selections, F, G, H, and J, look like that? Well, you look at F. Well, hold on, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That makes sense because I've got 9 options here in the second column. And so F is the only one that looks like it's got 9. So let's make sure it matches up. 1R, 1T, 1Z. Yep. 2R, 2T, 2Z. Yep. 3R, 3T, 3Z. So that looks good. So let's see what doesn't work for G. Oh, look at this. It's got the 1R. Look at it. It's got all of the 1R and all this business that I want right here. But look at this extra stuff. 1, 1. If I'm spinning each spinner once, I can't get 1, 1. That's not a possibility. You can only get one letter and one number. So that's what makes that wrong. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, RTZ. I'm only spinning a spinner twice, so I can't get 1, 2, and 3 on the same spin. H just doesn't work. And then this combines 1 RTZ. This just takes this, but I only spin one spinner twice, which means I need sets of 2. My answer is F.